Hello, this is Connie Marie Forrest, and today's discussion is um, African Americans who are part of the goth subculture. See, I feel that African Americans, or people that are African in origin, or Jamaican, can pull off the goth subculture just as well as I can, or any Caucasian can. Doesn't matter what your race says. If you want to be goth, so what? Don't give a damn about what other people think. Just be yourself. I've seen so many African Americans, I should say black brothers and sisters, yes, that look really awesome dressing goth. I mean, I shit you not. I think that they're the most awesome when they're dressed that way. It's really cool, you know. And a lot of them get judged by people of their own race. Well, that, and then you get some Caucasians that are part of the goth subculture that judge them too. And then probably people outside of the goth subculture that judge them as well. But, like I said, you really don't have to give a damn about what other people think. Just live your life the way you choose to live it. That's all that matters. Basically, because if you care about what other people think, it's going to bug you, it's going to bother you, and once you stop giving a damn, you're going to feel a lot better and more grateful of life. Because that, in the long run, you won't have to follow orders, you won't have to be like everybody else, you don't have to conform to society standards. Because to me, normal is just a made-up word. It's a delusion. We're all weird in our unique way. It's like Breakfast Club says, we're all unique in our own way. We're all weird in our own way, but some of us are better at hiding it. I learned that from Breakfast Club. It's so true. I like that saying for Breakfast Club. Because some of us are really good at hiding that we're strange, that we're weird, or unusual, but some of us stand out like a sore thumb, and everybody knows we're different. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're different, then embrace it. I'd rather be different than be like everybody else, because in my mind, being normal is boring. And like I said, what is normal? Normal is a made-up word. It's just what society wants you to do, to conform to. It's like, to me, this is how I see it. It's like you have restrictions and you're held down by chains and you can't be true to yourself. You want to wear something that makes you comfortable. You want to be your true self, but society tells you, oh, that ain't right. And they keep you from enjoying your life. You know, and some people want to be like you, want to be different, want to have the courage, they want to be brave. But some people don't have that courage. Some people are scared shitless of being different. And there's nothing wrong with being different. I think, you know what I think of the term freak? I think there's nothing wrong with that. If you're a freak, embrace it. Let your freak flag fly high. As high as you can. Don't give a damn what others think. Because there will always be people that will like you for you. And those are the only people that should matter. If someone embraces you, and they treat you more than just a friend, they treat you like a part of their family, and they love you unconditionally, and they're so devoted to being a part of your life, then they are the ones that should matter, not the people who hate you, or dislike you, or judge you, or mock you, or disown you for being different. Those people you shouldn't really give a damn about. Because really, if you care too much about what they think, it's just going to, like, complicate things for you, and you won't be able to enjoy your life. So just enjoy your life, you know? And I find half the time if people are putting you down and saying crappy shit about you, they don't even know you. So what the fuck are they talking about? Thus on top of it, they're just judgmental, ignorant individuals. Well, it's like they said, ignorance is bliss. But I just think ignorance is flat out annoying. I'm sure some people seriously agree with me on that. Probably more than some people. But as far as things go, a lot of people are afraid to be true to themselves. And a lot of people are afraid to stand up for themselves. And a lot of people are afraid to speak up. A lot of people in history have changed history itself. The people that make history are the people who stand up for what they believe in. They're not afraid to be themselves. They're the ones who inspire others to do what they do. It's like Martin Luther King stood up for what he believed in. You see, he made history. You see, when he stood up for what he believed in, he did not resort to violence. He protested in a peaceful way. See, it was simply with this. Instead of fighting people that tried to remove him or hurt him, he would just peacefully go with them. It is simple, as basic as that. Violence doesn't always solve everything. You can solve your problems with logic. It's better that way, basically. Because I find that there were times where just talking to a person and calling them out on their nonsense works a lot, actually. Because once you stand up for yourself, I realize the people that are bullying you are total cowards, and they will back off. And I've had this happen to me before. I've stood up to people, and they back off. Even if I don't show anger, even if I don't show frustration, if I just calmly explain to them that they are out of line, and that they're being rude and ignorant and intolerant, and if I just simply look them straight in the eyes with no fear, that is often something that will scare a person away from you. Trust me, I know, I've done it. Basically. But a lot of bullies are that way. They're total cowards. They like to prey on people who they think are weaker than themselves. Plus, it gives them a sense of satisfaction because it builds them up while they're knocking other people down. In all reality, it's just ridiculous and stupid that people do that, but they do it anyways. Whenever there's a great person in history, there's always a hater. Or whenever there's a great person in general, there's always going to be their hater trying to knock them down. Don't ever give someone who hates you the satisfaction to tear you down. Don't ever let them tear you down. No matter how hurtful their words are, no matter how hateful they are, live your life, be happy. Don't let them destroy your happiness. Be happy with you. Be happy with your life. Be happy for the fact that you are your own unique individual. And that you have so many blessings that you should embrace them. And if somebody disses you and puts you down because you are gifted, that's only because they're jealous. And they're ashamed of themselves because they can't be like you. So really, when I think about it, I feel that's very true. Very much so. But there are some people that will hate on others because they hate their life and they're unhappy, so they think they can target somebody and attack them. They can make themselves feel better in the long run. But really, it's just, like I said, it's really stupid. It just shows how much of losers they are. I'm going to call them as they are. They're losers because they're bullies who clearly want to knock other people down. Basically. And it's ridiculous. A lot of them are narcissistic individuals who, let's just say, they lack a lot of understanding and a lot of appreciation for life. And they don't accept those who are different from themselves. And basically, some of them are snobs. Some of them are mean-spirited. Most of the time, they're very mean-spirited and very hateful individuals. Is that the kind of person you want to be? Just think about that loud and clear. Do you want to be a hateful person with nothing but hate in your heart, feeling nothing, no love, no appreciation for life? I think I'd rather have my heart. I'd rather care. I'd rather be an empath rather than be a hateful individual. Even though I will admit I'm capable of hate, but I try my best not to be hateful because hatred doesn't help. It only just makes the world a miserable place to live in. I find the world is a happier place when people are more understanding and more accepting and more kind and affectionate towards one another. Basically. And when you learn to step in someone else's shoes, that makes a lot of difference in this world. When you're willing to listen to a person about their past and all the things that have happened to them that are, let's just put it this way, really painful things of their past that caused them a lot of problems down the road, you don't realize how much difference you can make in a person's life just by being their friend. Especially if you're a really good friend. It helps if you're a listener. The more you listen to a friend, the more you're there for a friend, the more you're concerned about a friend. It makes a lot of difference. You have no idea. One day you might come across somebody who thought about ending their own life, and you could have talked them out of it. Let's just put it that way. That makes a lot of difference. There are some people that will never know love, they will never know friendship, and will never know happiness. So, when you think about it, if you touch their life, if you come into their life and you become their best friend, and you treat them with total respect, you make a great difference in their life. Basically. So there really isn't anything wrong with getting to know someone and understand them, where they're coming from, and, you know, what they've experienced, what they've seen with their own eyes. Basically. And like I said, it really does help. Because you really don't realize how depressed some people are, how hurt they are from their past, or even current things that have happened to them, and their present day, basically, like the now, pretty much. But let's just put it this way: you'd be surprised what happens to people just because you think that these sort of things don't happen to other people. Think again. You'd be surprised. There are some people that are abused, not just physically, but sexually. There are some people that they don't have a mother and father that truly appreciates them or loves them. I mean, they could have, like, a mother or father who's into drugs. They could have a mother and father who says hateful stuff to them and it brings them down. Or it could be their whole family knocking them down every chance they get. Their family could be like, just totally negative towards them, and they might not ever know what it's like to have somebody who's truly like family to them. Basically, because I find that there'll be times in life that you will meet somebody who feels like not just a friend, but a part of your family. And I find that friends are a blessing, especially when they really care about you and they're very devoted to helping you out. And they help you out a lot emotionally speaking. Let's just put it that way. I've had friends in my life that I don't think I would have known what to do if I didn't have them. Like my friend Lindsay, for example, when I was at the age of 11, I had hardly any friends. I was a sheltered child. I didn't have, very much of a social life to speak of. If it wasn't for Lindsay, my parents would keep me in the house most of the time. So I would have to do chores left and right. So basically, she just talked my father into letting me go hang out with her. And so I got out because she was able to convince my father that it's okay and that you can trust me. I won't let anything bad happen to Connie, that sort of thing. But yeah, I very much know what it's like being a very strange individual. Where sometimes you try so hard to make friends and it backfires. But I find when you do make a friend, a true friend, those are often the ones that will stick with you for pretty much forever. That's what a true friend does. A friend who's got your back no matter what. That's a true friend. Just like I said, friends are a blessing. Basically. Especially when you have barely any friends and barely much of a social life. Well, if I can think of anything more, I will come back to you with another video. Goodbye.